don't stop. Like just keep thinking and thinking. If you do that, you show that you're sincere in your pursuit of it, the answer will show up. It always does for me.
Wow. It's amazing. One of the things I've noticed about the difference between people who are hyper successful and the people who live on the struggle bus is this. People who are hyper successful are more aware of their leverage than they are their limitations. People who live on the struggle bus are more aware of their limitations than they are of their leverage. Both have limitations, both have leverage. They're just tapped into two totally different sides of the same coin.
That's crazy. So for someone who is in that spot where their whole life they haven't been aware of it, like how do you become aware of it, do you think? What's the trick for someone who's watching?
I don't know that there is a trick. I think you have to allow yourself to sit in a situation that's so painful you must change. Like I cannot, will not live like this anymore. You have to reach the point of no return or no rewards. Now, I know, what does that even mean? So I don't know if you've ever taken flying lessons, but flying lessons are amazing. It's like flying lessons.
Like flying an airplane.
Flying an airplane.
Okay. No.
Will teach you so much about life that it's not even funny. Like all the lessons that are in there are almost immeasurable. So an airplane has to be going about 140 miles an hour to take off, right? So when you go down a runway and you're picking up ground speed to get to the point where the plane will take off, you reach a point on the runway where you're so far down the runway that you can't stop without crashing into whatever's at the end of the runway, or you have to take off. So they call that the point of no return. But I don't call it the point of no return. I call it the point of no return or the point of no rewards. And here's why. Because the point of no return is only the point of no return if when you get to that spot, you're going fast enough that you can't turn around. And so the reason most people struggle their way through life is because they ooch their way up to the point of no return, but it's not the point of no return for them because they're not going fast enough to take off anyway. So they can retreat and go back and start over, and they keep getting close, ooching up. No, today's not the day I'm going to take off, and they go back to the starting. And then, no, today's not the day. You have to be going so fast. You have to be so committed to your outcome that when you reach that point, it's either we're going to fly today or we're going to crash and burn. But we can't go back. Most people are unwilling to put themselves in a situation where they can't go back.
So cool. That's fascinating. I think about a lot of times with people I watch who come into this world, especially the ones who are the rabid learners, right? They listen to every podcast, every video, everything. They come to all the events, they do stuff, and like, I'll ask them, like, how long have you been doing this? Like, oh, I've been doing this 5 years. I love it. I'm like, well, show me your offer, show me your funnel, show me whatever it is. And like, well, I'm still working on it. I'm like, 5 years you've been working on it. And I had this realization probably a year, 2.5 years ago or something like that, that I was like, for so many people, like this is their dream, this is their vision, thing they want, right? And their fear is not that they're going to fail. The fear is like, if I try and it doesn't work, then my dream will die. And so because of that, they stay in this zone where they're just learning and studying and like trying to understand it. And they're too scared to do it because if they just don't want their dream to die. So because of that, they're more willing to not even try. I think that's just such an interesting thing. Like, versus the opposite side, it's like that dream is just a dream until you take off.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, like what I found, and I'm sure and maybe you have a similar experience, but like when I'm pursuing something and I jump, it's rare that like the dream that I think I'm chasing is the dream that I end up with, right?
1,000%.
Like I didn't think I was gonna be doing ClickFunnels or any of these things. Like I didn't think I was gonna be speaking or like I'm this awkward, shy kid who never had, that wasn't my desire. My desire was like, I was moving towards this thing and the dream kept shifting and changing. And eventually it's like, whoa, I'm in this really cool place. It's way better than I ever dreamt of. But like, it's the pursuit of it. It's like the being willing, like you said, just to take that and go that causes it, and not being afraid of like the dream dying, because that's how you actually realize the dream, live it.
Yeah. The beautiful thing about like going fast enough to take off when you get to the point of no return, when you take off, it turns you into a totally different person than you were when you kept ooching up to it. Because now you don't just believe you can fly, you know you can. And so many people protect themselves from that because they're so afraid and have so much anxiety around, what if it doesn't work? I've got good news for you. Here's the answer to what if it doesn't work. It's already not working, so if it doesn't work, nothing changes. But at least if you do it, there's a chance things could change for the better.
Yeah.